Okay, here's your run from Saturday. She does her sit-stay this time. I don't know why he called that. I can't see the contact, I guess, but she must have jumped off. Girl. It's good. You push her out there. That was a nice option, the rear. Her tail. That's good. Nice choice for the rear cross right there, Nikki. Really nice. Really nice run. That was a really nice run. It was nice. Okay, so let's slow it down. I saw a few little things I can comment on, but overall it was a pretty nice run. I guess she must have come off the bottom of the contact. Boy, it sure looks like she would be in it right there. Wow. Get her through the weaves. This part was nice. You were behind, but you kept your motion going this way. And so you were able to push her out to that double. So that was really nice. You supported that, even though you were kind of behind. You had to clap there, which is okay. The clapping's okay. But you could have, I see you looking to where you're going to go now, or go next. And see, she already was turning. When she landed, she was turning, so she already knew that she was turning. So I'm not going to, I won't harp on you about the clapping. I just don't like it. But it was okay. That was nice. Super nice rear cross. One thing I will say, well, no, actually, you did. That was really nice. I was going to say, because you're going to do a rear cross, you could have probably gone in a little tiny bit deeper here. Not a lot. And what that does is it helps you get to cue a better turn after the double. Because the deeper you go in, then when you pull out of it, your motion is a little bit more dramatic or obvious or whatever the right word is. But I think that the rear that you did was really nice. And the only reason I'm saying that you could have maybe gone in a little bit deeper is because now you're stalling out. You're stalling out. You clap. Now you're barely moving because you're waiting for her to catch up to you. And so, to avoid you stalling out, if you go a little bit deeper into a pocket, then it'll allow you to have just consistent motion through there. Then you get her over that jump, and you send her on ahead, and you do a cross farther back, and that's perfect. Really nice. She comes down the contact, kind of pops off, a little bit naughty. That must be what she did on the dog walk. Okay, so then we get her in the tunnel, and you get up right close to that jump. It's nice. No question that she should take it. You get her into the tunnel perfectly. And where you chose to do this rear cross was really perfect for her. I did my cross back here, kind of where the judge is, But for Miley, this is perfect. You basically did a rear cross in the flat. Where it's paused right now, that's what you're doing, right? So you guys are both, the dog is on the ground. She's not jumping in the air. She's on the ground, and you're crossing behind her on the flat. And it's really nice for her because, and you probably know this, and that's why you chose to do it there, but if you had crossed back here, you would have had a hard time pushing her out to that jump. But by you coming all the way past here and then sending her and doing a cross, it's perfect. It was a really good choice. And you get her over here. You get the wrap. She goes a little long. A lot of dogs did. And she went long because here's her stride before she takes off. It's right, this one right here. Okay? And everything about you is telling her to go forward. Your shoulders are forward. You're still moving forward a little tiny bit. So even when she's still in the air, you took a step this way and you're still sort of moving that way. But I don't know how practical it is for you to come up on a wrap jump like this and like turn into your dog. I mean, I guess you have to because you have to go in the new direction. So it might be something for you to sort of play around with in training on a wrap is you are ahead of her, so you could have just stopped and either faced that direction or kind of faced that direction. I don't know that I would completely face her because I don't know that she would take the jump. But it would have gotten you a little bit better turn, and you just have to gauge it. You can practice it. Like, she needs to know that information, the stride, before she takes off. So even if you're like 3 or 4 feet from the jump, you still need to stop, be still, and sort of face, perpendicular, like if she's traveling this way, face perpendicular to her line of travel, to see if you can get a better turn. Does that make sense? If you can be at the jump, it's better, because the farther you are from the jump, the more likely you're probably going to pull her off, because she will pull off things really easy. But you should practice this because we're going to see more and more wraps in our trials, and you're not always going to be able to be at the jump. So you should sort of practice it a little bit. And if it's not clear what I mean, then let me know and we can talk about it in person. And part of the reason, because she took off pretty close. I mean, see how she's kind of angled a little bit in the air? And she's kind of turning into you, but you're not moving. So she just didn't know where to go. And so that's what carries her out in this wide loop, because she didn't know where she was supposed to go. So that's another thing to be aware of when you practice, is like, as soon as the dog lifts off and is like this, get going in that new direction, because standing there, she doesn't know what to do. She's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm going to make this wide sweeping circle until I know what I'm supposed to do. So, and I know you're probably standing there making sure she wasn't going to back jump. But if you get moving in the new direction and maintain your eye contact with her and call her name or slap your leg, then those are things you can do to ensure she doesn't back jump. But it still allows you to move, in the new direction where you need to go. Wraps are tricky, and they deserve to have practice. And this is nice. You're a little bit lateral of the teeter, which is exactly what people needed to do if they were going to run on this side, because if they were really close to the teeter, then they kind of had to wow out a little. My line is exaggerated, but they had to wow out around that, and then that cued that tunnel that's over there. So you're lateral, and so when you run past that yellow jump, you're already like outside the stanchion. So, and then you actually even push in a little bit. So that was perfect. It's perfect. Good job.